discuss something about the CMOS device. Obviously, the first word is the CMOS. Do you know what is the meaning of this word? Anybody? Complementary MOSFET. Here, the first C and the MOS. The first word C implements for the complementary. And MOS, you know very well, that is the MOSFET. So, initially, MOSFET, metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. You know very well, you have discussed this topic, you have studied this topic in your third semester. The subject was ADC. And now this is the complementary. So, do you know what is the meaning of this word complementary? Anybody? It is simple word, yeah. What is the meaning of the word complementary? Opposition. That's something right. Obviously, we have two types of the MOSFET. The first one is the N channel. Second one is the P channel. When we combinedly connected these two different MOSFET in the combination of series, either or in the form of parallel, then we will get a complementary MOSFET. Are you getting? समझ में आ रहा है? So you can say a CMOS device, a complementary MOSFET, is an electronic device which contains both N channel and P channel MOSFET, is known as the CMOS device. Obviously, the property of N channel and P channel are inverse or reverse to each other. That's why the name exists, complementary MOSFET. Yes or no? So CMOS is a combination of P plus N type MOSFET initially. Now, why we are discussing CMOS device? Obviously, there are sometimes we find something of error in the N channel as well as in the P channel. There are some properties in which N channel have some kind of advantage over P channel, and obviously when we are considering the holes in such a condition, we are saying that the P channel has some kind of advantage over N channel. But there are a number of applications in which we need both the advantage of P channel as well as N channel. So we have to combine these two on the same subject, and then we will get finally a CMOS device. Are you getting it? Yes, sir. So this is the main basic advantage applications of the CMOS. Now there are a number of CMOS devices. How they are making, what is the basic working of these devices, I will tell you. I am giving you some kind of notes. उसको दो ग्रुप में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर लो एक बार आपको, ठीक है ना? So the first one is the CMOS inverter. So actually today we will discuss about the CMOS devices. The first one is the CMOS inverter, and then we will discuss about the CMOS NAND gate, and then about the CMOS NOR gate. So actually inverter, what is the meaning of this word? Inverter is a device which has the ability to provide an inverter. Obviously, its name indicating. So you can say this is basically a NOT gate, and I am sure that you have discussed these three gates, NOT gate, NAND gate and NOR gate in your DE subject, in the fourth semester, I think. Yes or no? Yes. So initially the CMOS inverter. Inverter means a device which has the ability to provide an invert output. Invert means when we are giving the input 0, we are receiving the output 1. 0 means logic 0 or logic low. 1 means logic high, upper level, the supply voltage plus VDD. Yes or no? So obviously in the MOSFET we have two types of the supply. The first one is the plus VDD as a supply voltage, and second one is the ground potential. You are saying 0 voltage. Yes or no? Yes. So we are saying VDD is the logic 1 or logic high, and ground is the logic 0 or logic low. Obviously, depending on these two values, we will get the invert output initially. So first of all, the basic design of an CMOS inverter. Yes or no? So initially inverter, obviously, first of all the construction of CMOS inverter. told you that this is a CMOS device. It will contain P channel as well as N channel MOSFET. So when we connect P channel and N channel MOSFET in their series combination, then we will get CMOS inverter design. How? Let's start. This is the basic circuit diagram, circuit arrangement of two MOSFET. Initially, this is a P channel MOSFET. The symbol is this one. And this is a N channel MOSFET. Sorry. The P channel MOSFET and N channel MOSFET before, we have two symbols. We can represent them with two symbols. We can represent a bubble here. This is the gate configuration. And we can say it is a P channel MOSFET. And we are not showing any kind of bubble at the gate. This is a N channel MOSFET. So you can represent with the help of arrow, or you can represent with the help of bubble at the gate. Initially, so easy way you are getting a bubble here. So this is a P channel MOSFET and this is a N channel MOSFET. There are two gates, the gate 1 and gate 2. This is the gate terminal. You know very well that MOSFET have three different terminals. The first one is the gate, drain and source. We have three terminals. These are drain, this one and this one. So this is the P1, this is the N1 or P1, exactly you are saying. So this is the drain 1, this is the drain 2. Gate 1 and gate 2. And finally, this is source 1 and this is source 2. So initially this is the basic construction, basic circuit diagram of a CMOS inverter. Obviously, we are connected both the gate of P-type MOSFET and N-type MOSFET with each other. So gate is common. We are giving any kind of input at the gate terminal, and gate is G1 and G2 are connected together. Similarly, we are taking the output at the common drain portion. The drain D1 and D2 are common. You are saying yes or no? Similarly, the supply voltage plus VDD is applied at the source S1 and S2 is connected with the ground potential. This is the basic construction of a CMOS inverter. Obviously, then how it's work? It's working. To start any kind of MOSFET, we need gate to source voltage. Yes or no? We need this one. This is the one of the most important portion, VGS. And VGS stand for VG minus VGS. Simply, are you getting? So, beta, when obviously we are discussing about the inverter circuit, then inverter is a device in which input and output. Suppose with the help of this truth table that input is A and output is Y. These are the symbols. So there are two combinations only, because input is 0 either or 1. Yes or no? Yes. So as the application of inverter, when input is 0, output should be 1. When inverter when input is 1, output should be 0. Obviously it is also representing a NOT gate. So there is a question in your mind, how it work? ये काम कैसे करता है? Yes or no? What is the working of this CMOS inverter initially? Let's start. First one, initial level. Suppose we are providing initially case first logic 0. Logic 0 means no input, ground input, no input. This terminal is also connected with the ground. Yes or no? This is the lower input. Initial level. In such a condition, the input VGS equal to VG minus VS. Yes or no? VG equal to 0, because we are giving a 0 input here. Similarly, both in the P channel, in the N channel. And when we are discussing in the P channel initially, VG minus VS, what is the value of VS? That is the plus VDD. What is the input value? Minus VDD. Initially, when we are giving in the case first, when we are giving logic 0 input to the CMOS inverter, in such a condition, the basic input working for the P channel MOSFET is minus VDD. Yes or no? And for the N channel MOSFET, VGS equal to Vg minus Vs. Vg equal to 0, Vs equal to ground 0 volt. So in such condition, when we are giving a logic 0 input to a CMOS inverter, in such a case P-type MOSFET is receiving VGS equal to minus VDD and N-type MOSFET is receiving 0 voltage. You have studied different kind of MOSFETs in your EDC subject in your third semester. When we are giving a negative VGS in the P-channel MOSFET, then P-channel MOSFET there will be generate an S-band type MOSFET. Yes or no? MOSFET is two type, an S-band and deflection. You have studied in your third semester. Yes or no? So you know very well that when we are giving a negative supply at the gate to source voltage, in such a condition, P-channel MOSFET will be turned on. Yes or no? And when we are giving a positive supply to the N-channel MOSFET, it will turn on. So obviously, when you want to make on a P-channel MOSFET, you need a negative supply, and when you want to on a N-channel MOSFET, you need a positive supply. So here we are receiving a negative supply. In such a case, P-channel MOSFET will get turn on, and this one turn off because it is receiving only 0 voltage. And to on this N-channel MOSFET, we need at least plus VDD supply. Yes or no? For logic high or logic 1. So in such a case, in case first, when we are giving a logic 0 input, in this case, P-channel MOSFET will feel 0 internal resistance, and we can make it. We can replace it with the short circuit, and N-channel MOSFET will be in the off condition. It will show infinite resistance, means just like an open circuit. Are you getting? So when you draw the basic equivalent circuit at this condition, you will see this diagram. This is the input voltage, and you are giving logic 0. और obviously low, logic 0 और logic low एक ही बात है. In such a case, P-type MOSFET can be represented with short circuit, and while N-type MOSFET with open circuit. Here we are getting the output. In such a case, you are seeing that output is connected short circuited with the supply voltage VDD. Yes or no? Here we are seeing input is A and output is Y. What is the output value? Anybody? Plus, obviously, this is connected with the supply. And what is the meaning of this word? Logic 0, logic 1. Logic 1, so you can represent logic 1. So with the help of this truth table, you can see that when you are giving logic 0, you are receiving logic 1. Are you getting? Any doubt? कोई बात समझ में नहीं आई? Anybody? First case. Come with the second case. When you are giving logic 1 or logic high. In such a case, what is the basic working of this inverter? So the next case, case 2, you can say the logic 1 or logic 1. Obviously, in this condition, we are providing logic 1. Means here logic 1 is represented by the supply voltage actually, and the supply is varying with plus 3 volt to plus 15 volt. Depends on the capacity of MOSFET as we are using. Yes or no? Depend on the doping level. There are many features. Depend on the temperature condition also. You know very well. So here let's start with the plus VDD supply. Here we are giving input equal to plus VDD or logic 1. This means VGS, the important thing. VG minus VS. What is the value of VG? Plus VDD. And in the reference of P channel, what is the value of VS? VDD. What is the resultant? 0 means logic 0, logic low. Yes or no? समझ में आ रहा है सबके? Logic 0, a lower potential. Here in such a condition, when we are giving a logic 1 or logic high input at the input condition with the common gate configuration of the CMOS inverter, here we can say that P channel is receiving 0 voltage. And you know very well, to make on a P channel MOSFET, we need at least minus VDD supply or a negative potential at the common VGS get to source voltage. Yes or no? So here we can easily see that P channel MOSFET will be turned off and it will be represented with the help of open circuit diagram, because it will feel a very high resistance in the form of mega ohms and theoretically in the form of mega ohms, and ideally it is infinity. Yes or no? So we can represent it with that open circuit. But what about this N channel MOSFET? Similarly, for the N channel VGS, VG minus VGS. What is the value of VG here? Plus VD. What is the VS? 0. So input will be plus VD. Here the required condition comes to. Obviously we are seeing, I have told you that when you want to make an N channel MOSFET turn on, you need a VGS equal to higher voltage supply or logic high. So this will make turn on N channel and turn off P channel MOSFET. Are you ready? So let's draw its equivalent circuit diagram. This is the case 2 obviously, and equivalent circuit diagram we are giving VGS equal to plus VDD supply here in the form of input and input equal to A. And what is the output? Obviously P channel MOSFET will get turned off. We are representing with the help of an open circuit. This is an open circuit. And obviously here N channel short circuited, it will get short circuited, turn on for zero resistance ideally. So output or Y is connected with the ground, as we are providing an input high voltage, but either output is connected with the ground, output will be zero voltage. Obviously, what is the meaning of the inverter? Inverter, again I am repeating, CMOS inverter is a device which has the ability to provide an invert output. When you are giving input 0, you are receiving output 1. When you are giving input 1, you are receiving output 0. Are you getting? Any question regarding this topic? Actually, I am getting a question from your side. Anybody? Do you know when we are providing logic 0 or minus VDD, in such a case MOSFET, P-type MOSFET will get on and N-type MOSFET will get off. How many of you know about this? Anybody? Really know about this? What is the main working of the MOSFET? This is the part of the CMOS. You have completed your topic, but what about the supporting? I have had a supporting channel at the last one. Check out. There is a supporting material at the last of the nodes. What are we seeing here? First of all, आपके समझ में आया टॉपिक?
Yes sir.
Everyone?
Yes sir.
Now, I think there must be a question in your mind that how P channel MOSFET and N channel MOSFET are working. Initially, we start with an N channel MOSFET. MOSFET stands for the word metal, hollow oxide, semiconductor, field effect, transistor. So initially we have a subject. What is the subject? It is the base on which we are making N channel or P channel MOSFET, depending on its doping value. When the doping is N type, the subject is P type. And obviously there are two doping, this one and this one. Here we are representing doping with N plus, plus meaning heavy doping, that this doping area is heavy as compared with subject. So this is basically subject and this is the doping level. Obviously here metal oxide. Oxide means there is a oxide layer. Yes or no? Representing with the help of SiO2. Do you know? So this is oxide layer, SiO2. And metal oxide. Oxide हो गया, semiconductor हो गया, FeT हो गया. Now metal. We have some kind of metal contact. Yes or no? This one here and here also. Obviously, beta, you know very well parts. The first one is the gate, source and drain. This is gate, this is source and drain. So finally, metallic contact representing the metal. But first one, oxide layer, oxide semiconductor, totally part semiconductor, field effect transistor. Why its name field effect transistor? Anybody?
To initiate it, we need a voltage.
To initiate?
Initiate it, we need a voltage supply.
Obviously, actually, MOSFET is a voltage control device and BJT is a current control device. So here the input voltage is controlling the output current. That's why we are generating a field here at the input portion. The name is field effect transistor. Obviously, let's start with the N-channel MOSFET. This is the N-channel MOSFET. Initially, to make it start, we need to supply VGS and VDS. Get to source volt and drain to source volt. So this is the drain to source volt. And this is the minus plus, plus minus. And ground. This is VDS. This is VDS. What is the working? अब समझ रहे हैं इसकी working क्या होती है? If you get this, then you will get this also. This is very easy when you understand this one, at least one. Initially, we are providing a positive supply to the gate terminal. This is made by P-type. The P-type semiconductor have the majority carrier like holes and minority like
electrons.
Minority electrons. So obviously, electrons are negative charge particles and they will get attracted towards the gate. And holes are positive charge particles, they will get replaced, repelled, deflected with the help of this positive supply. So this gate is made positive. You are saying here. So the holes present will be repelled, deflected, and the electrons present attracted towards this portion. So you will find that the number of electrons will make a channel, will make a path between source and the drain. Are you getting? This path will help the electron or the current for proper moving, for proper transferring from source toward the drain. Are you getting? Obviously, there are electrons enhanced here in this form and they will make a channel because this system is enhancing charge area. That's why we are also saying enhancement type MOSFET. Sometimes shortly E type and channel MOSFET. Are you getting this one? Here we also arranging a positive supply. So drain is also positive. And here N plus majority of electrons or holes. Electrons. So here the holes will attract towards this one and you will get a drain current ID. And obviously the current will always flow in the opposite direction of the electrons. So electrons are flowing in this way and current will flow in this way. And a drain current will establish. Are you getting? So obviously when we are giving VGS, gate to source volt, a positive voltage, in such a condition, N-channel MOSFET will get activated. But मैंने ये तो बताया था आपको. Here, when you are giving a plus VDD supply, in such a case, this will make on. On means zero resistance, ideally, or very low resistance in the form of milliohm, practically. Yes or no? Are you getting? So in such case, when you are providing VGS a positive supply, this will get on and you can draw its working with the help of any kind of flow chart, any kind of circuit diagram. Are you getting how it works? And similarly, what about the P channel? Just replace, just change all the supply voltage, replace N with P. So here you can write down when you are discussing, this is the N channel MOSFET, when you are discussing about the P channel MOSFET, replace them. This will P plus. Because MOSFET name depends on its doping level. When you are providing here P-type doping, the name is the P channel. When you are giving n-type doping, name is the N channel. What is the subtract? And reverse condition. Obviously, we have to change these two biaxial properties. Now, replace plus with minus, minus with plus. So this will get minus, and this is plus. Minus and plus. And these plus symbol eliminated again. And these electron also eliminated. Now, any of you tell me the working process. Anybody? तो जिसको भी समझ में आ गया, छोटी सी बात समझाऊं, ये कैसे काम करेगा? रिदम्बरा। Obviously, get में negative है. Here we are giving a negative supply. We are saying here with minus sign. Obviously, N channel have majority carrier like electrons and minority carrier like holes. So there are majority carrier of electrons, but here electrons are also a negative charge particle. So they will be deflect. Electrons will deflect, while holes attract towards the gate terminal. So here you will find a channel with the majority of holes. I think you know everybody. This is hole symbol. This is electron symbol. No need to explain. Similarly, here a majority carrier like holes are collected, and they are also making a path for the easy flow of the holes, not electrons. Remember, MOSFET is always a unipolar device, while BJT is always a bipolar device. Unipolar means, what is the meaning of the word unipolar? Anybody?
Only holes or electron working.
Obviously, when we are dealing any device in which the either electron or either hole are responsible for the current carrying, then this is known as the unipolar device. But when in any kind of device like BJT, both of the charge carrier, electron and hole, both are responsible for the current conduction, is known as the bipolar. So it is a unipolar device. So it is a unipolar device. In such a case, only electron or hole are responsible for the proper current conduction. Now obviously, you are supplying a negative supply at the drain and negative supply at the gate. So gate and drain both are negative. They will attract holes. And always VDS a higher potential as compared with VGS. So it provides more negative potential at the drain as compared with gate. So number of holes will attract towards this P plus side and move towards the channel, and then gate flow in such a condition. Obviously, the current will flow in the opposite direction as compared with N channel, and drain current will get start flow. So in the previous section I have told you, when we are giving a minus VDD supply here, the P channel will be in on condition, and in the previous section when we are giving a plus VDD supply, the N channel will be on condition. So in both of the cases you can say that CMOS inverter is made by two different kind of MOSFET, P channel and N channel, and they both are inversely related to each other. Their property, their doping level, their supply voltage, their gate, drain and source, everything is reverse to each other. So obviously, finally, we can conclude this topic that when we are giving 0, logic 0, you are receiving logic 1 or higher output. When we are giving logic 1 or high input, you are receiving logic 0 or low input. So this is the basic construction, working principle and everything about this topic, CMOS inverter. Okay, this is one of the most important portion of your syllabus, and sometime a short note on CMOS applications or in the form of a question explain the basic working, construction and principle of the CMOS inverter. You can find out in your paper. Okay, so this is the basically important part, and your whole system, EDC, DE, VLSI, LIC, all related to each other. When you don't know about the basic process of MOSFET, explain properly, we have to know actual working of the MOSFET. Yes or no? Any query with that? Anything about this one?
अगर प्रैक्टिकली देखा जाए तो अपन ने VDS नहीं लिया और यहाँ पे VGS अपन दे रहे हैं.
VGS अपन दे रहे हैं. We are giving input supply VGS.
VDS अपन ने नहीं दिया. नेगलेक्ट कर दिया.
Yeah.
तो सर यहाँ पे होल्स है और यहाँ पे भी होल्स है तो वो इसको रिपेल नहीं करेंगे.
Obviously. देखो. To understand this topic, go through the ID-VDS relationship. You know, relationship between ID and VDS. The MOSFET, ID and VDS. With constant VGS, you are saying your question is depending on the value of constant VGS. You are giving only VGS and let's suppose VDS is 0 volt. You are saying. So actually, practically in your EDC lab you have done, I think. So in such a case, you will receive such kind of graph. ID VDS relationship with constant VGS. When VGS is 0 initially, very low. When VGS is plus 1 volt, plus 2 volt, 3 volt, 4 volt, 5 volt, 6 volt and so on. When you are giving a value of VGS very low 0, in such a case, because you know very well in N channel there are some kind of holes in the form of magnetic area, so they will conduct. Okay. In such a case, the current is very low in the form of microampere. Are you getting this one? But when you increase the value of VGS like plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4 in the form of N channel, we are discussing about the N channel. This is the peak type circuit. So in such a case, when we are increasing the value of VGS, the drain current will be increasing. But when we are decreasing this value, the drain current also decreasing. But depending upon the value of VDS, when VDS is 0, there will be no conduction. The output current will 0 because VDS is the initial supply of any kind of MOSFET. Without VDS, we can't imagine the proper working of the MOSFET. So to start this one, we need a supply also. Here, according to this topic. But in the CMOS, we are connected both of them and always a supply voltage either at the source of the P-type MOSFET or either at the gate of both of them. That's why these are same topic, but when we are discussing a CMOS, it is a combined process of P channel and N channel. But when we are discussing only separately N channel and P channel, it is a different process. Are you getting? Any question? As a switch obviously होती है. As a switch ही इसका main application है. The main application of BJT is like an amplifier and the MOSFET is like a switch. As well as VVR, have you studied? The voltage variable resistor. When you are increasing or decreasing the gate voltage and the drain voltage, you are increasing or decreasing the resistance also. Obviously you are saying ID VDS. What is the value of R? VDS divided by ID. So voltage variable resistor, when you are increasing or decreasing or varying its voltage, you will also vary its internal and output resistance also.